guys, so today I'm going to do a video that has been requested so many times ever since I dropped it here on the channel. Lately, on a daily basis, I've been doing my face with concealer only. After I told you guys you all wanted a tutorial or a how-to video on how to actually do that yourself as well. So today I'll be showing you how to get a flawless face with concealer only. This is a technique that I use on a daily basis. So yeah, if you want to know how to perfect your face with concealer only, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first and foremost, I want you guys to know that this is me without anything on my face, I have moisturizer on and everything, but nothing to cover up any imperfections. I can assure you that not one guru here on YouTube has the perfect flawless face. We all cover it up, we all have our secrets. None of us woke up like this. So what I always do is moisturize my skin and give it sort of that hydration that it needs. I already moisturized this morning, but I feel like I need a little bit more, and I want that extra glow. So first I'm going to take my MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance in Radiant Pink, and I love this stuff. It doesn't really act as a primer, it just adds a lot of moisture and glow to the face, and that is what I really love. I'm going to take 2 pumps and rub it in between my fingers and then just pamper your skin with this. As you may already have noticed, my face is a lot more red than the rest of my body. My entire body is really light, but with a yellow undertone. But my face is really light with a more pinky red undertone. So what I do is match my face to my body because I don't want a yellow body and a pink head. And my face gets red really easily, and I always get comments like, why are your ears so red? That's because when I get hot, the lower part of my face and my ears get extremely red. So when you see me having red ears, it's probably really hot in my room while filming, or I'm just hot. Okay, so once that is on, I go on to the concealer that I sort of use as a foundation, not really. I'm talking about the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. This stuff is amazing because it doesn't crease. It stays on like a mofo. So what I do with the Pro Longwear Concealer is I take 2 to 3 pumps on the back of my hand and then spread it all over my face and then blend it in with a damp beauty blender. So I'm going to take 2 to 3 pumps, and then with a brush, I'm going to spread it over my face. Okay, so once that is on, you can definitely see that I have a lot left on my hand. Save that for later. Now take a damp beauty blender and sort of dab this in. And I always do under my eyes first because I feel like that is the most important part. So the first part I blend in with my beauty blender is underneath my eyes. And then I sort of just go wherever I want. I do always include my mouth as well. A lot of you hate that. I love it because when I do my foundation, I sort of want it to be a blank canvas, and I have really pigmented lips, so when I leave my lips out, I sort of feel like I am a blank canvas with a splash of red mixed into it already, and I kind of get distracted by that, so I just blank them out. Okay, what I now like to do is dip my beauty blender in some of the concealer that is still left on my hand, and then go into some areas that I feel like need more coverage. So for me, I mainly have a lot of redness here, sort of at the sides of my mouth and my jawline. So I kind of cover that up a little bit more. Okay, so once I got that, I sort of got my first layer of coverage on. What I do now is highlight underneath my eyes to make that a little bit more healthy. I take 2 concealers. I take my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer in Light, and I also take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 1 Chantilly. And I use the NYX one underneath my eyes and the NARS one everywhere else on my face that I want to bring forward and sort of highlight. So the NYX concealer goes under my eyes, just 3 simple dots, and then the NARS to sort of bring forward good features of my face. and then with a beauty blender, blend that in again. And actually, I will have a little trick for you after this. Once I am done sort of perfecting the concealer underneath my eyes, I immediately set that with powder because I feel like once it's on and once it looks good, I immediately have to lock it in before it moves or creases or whatever. I'm liking what is underneath my eyes right now. I go in my Chanel Natural Loose Powder in Claire 20, and I actually put the powder on with my beauty blender as well. So I take the tip of my beauty blender, I go in the Chanel powder, I buff it into the beauty blender and set my under eye area. And I feel like once you put the powder on with a slightly damp beauty blender, the powder really locks it in. Okay, now with the other parts of the beauty blender, blend the rest of the concealer in. Okay, so once that is blended in, I feel like the face is looking fantabulous already, but I can still see some spots peeking through, and that is not what I want. And that is where the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealers come in. I use the colors SC1 and SC2, and ever since I've mentioned them in my January hits, and God knows I've gotten a lot of questions on how I use these. I definitely feel like this concealer works best with a brush like this. This is from Sedona Lace, and it's the 773, and it's a really dense sort of airbrush brush. I just take some of the colors. I don't even feel like I need one particular color. I just mix them all together, and then I just go in my sort of flaw and I just stipple it on like that. So you're sort of giving your face a mini massage by just stippling it on like that. And you can just see that the spots are disappearing like magic. Let's take a closer look at this spot right here. I just stipple it on and I blend that out. And it's gone. So with this, you're sort of having that light layer of Pro Longwear on. You have that light layer of that NYX and NARS concealer on, and then just a little tiny bit of the Secret Camouflage, and you just have 3 really thin layers of concealer that perfect your skin in a really thin layer, and it feels like nothing, and it just looks perfect. Okay, and once I got that on, I feel like my skin looks flawless without really having too much on, and I'm just ready for the rest of my makeup. My face is a nice blank canvas now, and it's perfect. So what I now normally would do is do my brows, because I always powder after my brows to give the products a little bit of time to sink in a bit. And a little trick is that when you do your brows, when your face makeup is still damp and wet, the powder really catches on a lot better. So that's a little trick. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows now, and then I will be back for powdering. Okay, so after brows, what I do is set my entire face with powder, and my favorite powder for that is the Chanel Natural Loose Powder in number 20 Claire again. This powder has sort of mini particles of reflecting light, making your skin look fabulous on camera and real life. It just gives you that really natural glowy finish. And I just start at my forehead, and also with powder I dab and stipple it on, because once you smear the powder on, you're kind of moving your foundation and concealer work, and that will sort of ruin everything you just did. So that is the routine concealer and powder wise. What I would now do is just do some contouring and blush and highlighting, and then do my eyes and my lips just to look a little bit less flat on camera for the intro and the outro. I'm going to do my contouring, highlighting, and blush and everything. So I'll be right back. And that, guys, completes this video on how to get flawless skin with concealer only. I hope you enjoyed. For a full list of every single product mentioned and used, go to my website, Nikkietutorials.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That all is Nikkietutorials. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!